Hi friends, this is the third video I am going to do to understand what will happen on November 5th in USA elections. So I did Speaker Johnson one, and then I did Vice President Kamala Harris. At that time I did not know President Joe Biden withdraw from race and endorsed Kamala Harris. But if you listen to my video, I clearly said Kamala Harris is running a really good time these days, and this should happen. If it is to happen, this should happen before the 27th, because right now she's running at a very good transit. Transit means beneficial karmic influence. She's having that beneficial karmic influence, so till 27th, like 27th evening. So whatever happens, it will be beneficial to her until that date, and it will be good, if she cement whatever that needs to be done by then. So that is what relating to her. But I clearly said, this is a much better time for her these days, because of that, because of that reason that she get this opportunity. It's all karma, nothing else, all karma. So let's go to this one now. This is the President Trump's vice presidential nominee, J.D. Vance. He's a senator. Currently, 2 years ago, he was elected as a senator. I think I have this Wikipedia one also, entry into politics, Senator of Ohio. I looked at all of these. Actually, what his achievements are, I wanted to know what his key events of his life is, to make sure that we get the correct chart. That is what the important thing is, to get the correct chart, because we don't, it's hard to find the exact birth times anyway unless you do hard work to find the chart. Me and my seer together, we worked on this, and now we have this. Even if you look at this, okay, the birthday is fine. Military service is clearly seen here. He has Mars in his first house. So military service is clearly there. And the periods are beginning from a Mars. So that's also right. And also he went to school here and he graduated in 2013. Political science, absolutely right. Political science, Sun is in the house of employment. And he became a lawyer because it's Jupiter in the third house also, because that gives him, this is quite a good karma that he brought to this life. This provides a lot of insurance for the not so strong areas of his life, so that's how he becomes a lawyer also. And then if you look at it, publication, the publication of his book, his Hillbilly Elegy, right? This one is memoir. Clearly he has this, where his writing comes from. This is writing. God is right in here. So when Jupiter is in here, people can write. They become really good writers. They will write books. That's naturally, because this is a communication house. And when the Jupiter placed in there in a communication house strongly, those people can write. That's without a question. So that is right also. I'm just trying to show that, this is a correct chart. And also this entry into politics on this date is I can clearly see, and he won this election in on November 8, 2022. If I look at the transits on that day, just to show, what happened on that day. Oh, sorry, wrong one. November 8, 2022. If we look at it, I know you will not understand all of this, this is a 20-year education stuff, so you don't really need to understand any of these. Because what you need to know is what does mean, that's all. This one shows is winning on that night. I have it as like 11:59. You can see Venus conjunct Mars. That's all about it. That's how he won that day. There were no bad transits on that day for him. So he won the Senate elections. So that's what happens exactly that day. And then he was, vice presidential nominee on the day of 2024. I think this was on first day of. I can see this date also very clearly on first day of the January of. That's Republican convention. I don't have the date here, but I checked that. That is very clear. I think it was on. If I look for that now, it's going to take time. It was happening. Let's see current transits. That will show us. July. I think it was about 15th. I can't remember the exact date, but I'm trying that. What gave him this nomination from President Trump is clearly this transit. He had Saturn and Mars and Venus here. Yeah, this is the one that gave him that position. This is also very good karmic influence right here that gives him the opportunity to become the vice presidential nominee. So that's what happened there. Okay, since I don't have the exact date, I'm sure this, I checked it earlier, but I can't remember the date. I didn't write it down. Okay, and then because he was blessed with that, now let's look at his chart. If you look at his chart, you can see them in here, what each planet gives him. These are good karma and some amount of bad karma also in there. And then some planets are not strong, like this one is very old, this one is very young, and this one is very old. So, but then on the other hand, the other good ones always compensate for those. So that's what happened to him. So Venus gives him these ones, friends, income, self, reputation. Jupiter, particularly this one, gives him good communication, initiative, courage, health, financial solvency, friends and long-term partners, definitely given by this one. And also Saturn provides education. He got much higher education. It's clearly that he has education on his, and also he made humble beginnings, he wasn't a rich family, so that's where his hard work and joining the army is how he came up in his life. That is definitely there, and intellect is there, very intelligent. Humble beginnings, hard work and perseverance is there, assets, and children. He's blessed with all of these. And then this one is a little weak, but then still this one gives him these ones, because this one also provides help over here too. So that is why these things are even though it is a weak situation, but have an insurance through Jupiter. And then the moon gives him profession, administrative ability, character, nurturing, social status, politics. That's how we join politics. Foreign connections also he gets through there. And then this one from Sun, it provides income, friends, profession, because it's in the house of profession, administration. This is government. Sun means government. So clearly, job is connected to the government. That's how he became a senator eventually. And now he wants to be the vice president, right? And the vitality. These are little malefic planets, but still certain things are blessed with these. Foreign connections, foreign travel, foreign friends, wife related to, India, origin, like the parents are from India, he has a lot of open mind here to marry someone from a foreign country, like an Indian. And she's well educated, and it's a great quality that he shows. And whenever Saturn in the first house also, he cares about poor people, because he remembers how he was brought up. So that's a good quality there. There can be losses through friends also, and push you towards spirituality. And when this one and this one are malefic, meaning that some bad karma shows up through those, and then there's a desire for easy gains, obstacles are there in life, unearned wealth can be there, bed pleasures, assets, and deception. He can suffer through deception. And this one also, spiritual family, it gives you that, and more understanding of spirituality is given here. And obstacles to status, disputes, caution in speech. You have to be careful, like changing your positions all the time. That can affect you in trouble. And understanding of life and spiritual pursuits again. So if you look at all of these, some of these are clearly connected. So someone who achieved with hard work and education. So that's the important thing about Mr. Vance. But now the idea here is to figure out what happens. Elections are on November 5th, so we want to see the transits on November 5th. Whether, because if he gets elected, of course, President Trump going to get elected, right? So we want to see November 5th, 2024. Let's put let's put 11:59 in the night, which is, following day. If I put that on, looking at these transits, this one gone already, Sun conjunct 149. That's a good one, because this is called his most effective point. And whenever a good planet goes close to most effective point, something positive happens. That is how all the time, that's how life works. So, but if you look at it here, this is 1732, and then this one is 20:03 in the night. So that one already gone. right? And even this one is already gone. This is very small level. And then this is this red one. Whenever Rahu Ketu, whenever planet goes to Rahu Ketu, which is two red ones, it is not positive at all. Like this one goes over, like I checked it earlier on the November 6th, like early morning time. On November 6th, early morning time, that one turns the other way. But it is not, it still isn't, it doesn't just become, is turns, goes over 99 and, I mean, goes over that point, which is, if you look at it here, Mercury is 1025. In the birth chart, it is 1031. So that's what happens. So when this one goes over 1031, I think we can look at it. Let's say November 6th. Like let's put 2 o'clock in the morning. You can see still 98. Don't worry about these numbers. It's the degrees that we are talking about here. This is 1035 and this is 1031. So it's gone over by that time. So this would have peaked around, not 6, yeah, 1 o'clock. Yeah, around 1 o'clock you can see. 1031 and 1031. So until that time, you're not going to hear any good news relating to him because of this bad transit here. Does that mean that this will give us all positive afterwards? It's unlikely, because it's going to take some time anyway. So there is an uncertainty here, but there are no other good transits here that is positive. Something really positive should show up to give you an opportunity. Something negative goes away doesn't mean it automatically become positive. Something positive needs to be here. So what I feel is, looking at the other two charts earlier, Speaker Johnson and Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, it's clear we are not going to see a clear result on the night of 5th. Very well there will be recounts and all, all hell broke loose, like, looking for this is wrong, that is wrong kind of stuff. There'll be kind of disputes on that night. That's what I can see. And the elections are sorted out after the recounts that are going to be requested. So it is likely to be a very close one and then likely to be requested. I feel, looking at the three charts so far, I feel it's probably going to be sorted out on the 8th of November. So that is where it's heading to, So this is what I can see really from this chart. I hope, if you are watching the other two also and watching this, you should get an idea as to very likely we are not going to see on clear-cut winners on the 5th night or early morning of 6th, right? So if you have any questions, you can ask, ask in the comments. I'm more than happy to. This is how life works. There's no other way of life work. This is the ultimate knowledge in this world. There's nothing happens outside of this. You will never understand that. You might say I'm a foolish idiot. Yes, but because I learned this 20 years plus, and then that's how I understand this, how this is working. It's amazing how it works. Because the karma, these are based on karma. Nobody understand in the West. People have no idea. Your karma is affecting you. Whatever you do have a result. Whatever action has a reaction, and then that karma will come to help you or hurt you one fine day. That's how it happens. That is karma is nobody escapes from karma. That is what it is all about. Okay, so if you have questions, please write down in the comments. I'm happy to answer. My idea is to show that this is a true science. I'm not looking for subscribers or earning money or anything. My whole idea is to show that this is the ultimate science of this world. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for watching.